let's get to the meat of this show, right? Let's we're looking at the songs. We've been counting down. We started in 1980. Now we're in 1985. Once a year, we look at the 106.7 songs that K Rock played, just because it's fun, and a lot of lost classics. So you get 100 to 91. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So we're gonna. These are the songs where that K Rock deemed back, 40 years ago, however long ago this was, that now we're looking back. So a lot of these are, you can kind of get a sense of what K Rock was into as we do these 10-song chunks of what type of weird radio station this was, and you can kind of compare it with what LIR was doing. Sure. So the first one, we go to number 100, Flash in the Pan, Midnight Man. This was a band not necessarily a flash in the pan. I mean, they started out in the 70s with Hey St. Peter, and I guess they were a little big in Australia. And then they're playing this Midnight Man song. You know this song? I'm sure you know Flash in the Pan, but what can you tell us?
I remember Midnight Man, and I do remember the video because it was kind of like a cheesy new wave video. Like you saw the hair, and it kind of looked.
They were
like
all
the early
cheesy.
days of new wave,
cheesy. Yeah, all of those videos were cheesy. So
Totally.
No, I know, but Flash in the Pan had two former members of the Easy Beats, right? So the Easy Beats were a pretty well-known band, and coming out of Australia in 1976, there was a whole scene in Australia that was happening during that time. If you think about it, right? Flash in the Pan in 1976, you had In Excess, who wasn't called In Excess in 1977 when they started. They were called the Farris Brothers because there were three Farris brothers, and they evolved into In Excess. And also in 1977, you also had Ice House, but they weren't known as Ice House. They were known as Flowers. So you had this whole Australian music scene that was developing in 76 and 77. So that's where kind of like Flash in the Pan came in. And it actually was a really good dance song, when I think back to Midnight Man. Yeah, great song. So was Hey St. Peter too.